the mothers too have their own, the way they dress. So they now transfer it to these children.
Welcome once again to Noble TV Live. My name is Valentine Agogo, and I'm here on set today with Mrs. Victoria Chukura. Nice having you set again, ma.
Thank you.
All right, so very quick one. I want to address the way parents dress their children, especially the mothers. I think lately, this 21st century, this modern age parenting has given a lot of negligence to our culture and discipline in terms of appearance. All right, so we see parents dressing their children in skimpy outfits. Even though the children are already growing up, they'll say, okay, leave the child is just 12, just 11, just 13, 9, 10. Leave the child, let it express. Because probably the parents also dresses that way. And they want their children to look very, according to them, they want the child to look very hot.
Okay.
So I wonder what the goal is to make a child appear hot. So what would you have to say about this modern dress culture by our 21st century parents?
Is the modernization thing and exposures, what technology has brought to us. It's true. Most of the time when you go to parties, maybe birthday parties, you see young children, they dress them up like adults. And you find out that these days children have this way of looking chubby.
Yeah, they look older than their age.
They look older than their age. And so you discover that some of the clothes that a baby in that age bracket is supposed to wear, you can't find it. If a baby is chubby, like maybe for example an 8-year-old child is chubby and is looking like a 12, you know, you will not go to the baby's corner to look for her clothes. You will go to maybe teenager corner to look for her clothes. And teenager's corner has this matured wears. Yeah. So that is one. In as much as I'm not giving it to the mothers, but the mothers still have their own, you know, the way they dress. The mothers too have their own, the way they dress. So they now transfer it to these children. You see, like in the way they make their hair, in the way their clothes, this spaghetti dress that women wear. You find very fat, fleshy woman. She's wearing spaghetti. All her body is exposed and everything. They don't see anything wrong in that. Yeah. And sometimes too, like some of them will say that is the men like it like that. So the men are part of the problem too.
Okay.
Yes, the men are part of the problem. You see a lady, a married woman, she will wear maybe jeans and her tummy is exposed, maybe part of the breast coming out. When you tell her, babe, package well, you say no, my guy like her like that. Like sure, my guy even buy the clothes. So what do you have to say? So that's what they transfer to the children. And sometimes too, when she wants to buy, because the husband likes it on her like that, she transfers it to the daughter. And the daughter grew up like that, and the thing continues.
You know, besides the parents approving of the kids to dress the way they dress them, all right, it's a lot of statistics right now says that 2 out of every 4 children rather are being molested. 2. So that's a very high rate, especially in Africa.
Very.
So now, how much encouragement are we giving to those molesters by making our children appear in quotes hot in the name of modern fashion? Now even the fathers approve of these indecent dressings that their infant children now dress. What are the risks involved in these appearances?
A lot of risk, because as the child is growing up, she will grow up to always appear like that. She will think it is normal. You know, even if anybody tries to correct her, she will tell you that's how she grew up. That's how my mommy used to. It's my mommy that asked me to dress like this. So she sees it as normal, and it continues like that. So the risk is so enormous. The disadvantage outweighs the advantage because they are exposing themselves or exposing the child to molesters. Like
even in-house molesters.
Of course, now the in-house is even worse than the outside. Because when you see a chubby baby like that now, 8 years or 6 years, looking like a 15 years, I have a niece that look like that. I have to advise the mother to reduce her carbohydrates, because this food they eat now, noodles and whatever,
all the stuff, yeah,
blows up the body, and before you know, they are looking, robust like adults, but they are not. You see an 8-year-old baby, the breast is already coming out like a young adult. So in that manner, if you want to wear her clothes now, will you wear a baby dress?
No, of course not.
You will not. You will not. It's a big problem.
Very big problem. Also we have some of the side effects I personally don't like is the fact that besides even the home molesters who take advantage of these kids, you are doing one thing. You're dressing the child in a very skimpy way, making the child look like an adult, ask the child to walk like an adult, dress like an adult, dance like an adult, do everything, even reason like an adult. But you don't teach the child the side effects of being approached by the opposite sex like an adult.
When they are doing that, they don't see it as anything wrong.
Because at the end of the day, the child has information about all these things, but you don't teach the child about sex. So by the time they are being molested, they are either compelled not to speak, or they are too scared on their own to even speak or resist. Then some go into the high institutions, maybe those who are very intelligent at the age of 13, 14, 15 at most, they are in the high institution. They go there naive, and they end up maybe either being rape victims or probably molested by lecturers or other students, or get pregnant in the process while in school at a very early age. So these are some vices that I think the society should put in consideration. How do you see both the parents and the government helping out this issue to reduce these side effects from increasing sporadically?
Like I mentioned yesterday in our program, when we're talking about the same on abuse, child abuse.
Yeah.
As it affects the working children. I said National Orientation Agency should wake up on some things, because it's been long we hear jingles. Those days there used to be jingles that echoes, as you move, even as we grow up, we begin to even echo it ourselves.
Yeah.
On behaviors and attitude of Nigerians, or the character they expect you to exhibit in a particular season or time. But now you hardly hear of any advert that has to do with our attitude. Now it's not there. It's not there. That's why you see guys can sag. You say you are dressed up, but what you are covering is exposed. So is it not better you throw away the clothes?
Yeah.
So this is the same thing with the babies that we are talking about. The mothers grew up like that. The mothers are trained like that, exposing their body parts. Not even, guys, wearing clothes safe is a problem to them. You will see married ladies, they will wear, even if they wear a gown, maybe a transparent one, there's nothing inside.
Very sad.
Very bad. Very bad. And we just sit there helplessly looking at them. Because when you want to address them, you say, Madam, mind your business. It's none of your business. If I need a drink up.
But this is more rampant in northern states. Like in the north, we don't have such outfits in display like it is in other parts of the nation. I also remember in the West, a particular place where I schooled in the West. I don't like mentioning it, but I noticed that they are also very strict with appearances there. All right, where even in the higher institution, there's a way you dress to school, to campus, and you'll be sent back from the gates. I think some of these.
You think it still happens?
Well, and I hope
that
it still
was then.
does.
Now everybody wears whatever. Even those ones that still cover, you still see them if they are opportune. They still expose but those ones too, they even want to expose and show off some.
So are you saying that there's nothing the government can do about it?
No,
besides the parents taking responsibility?
This orientation is what I'm telling you.
Okay,
that
they should bring it back.
That the National Orientation Agency should try to do a jingle or an advert or something.
Or put policies in place.
Yes, through the advert, policies will put in place so that when you are found not properly dressed, whoever is around you can, either arrest you or call the police on you or do something that will make you, examine yourself. So that next time when you want to come out, you will know you will dress properly. Like those days of war against indiscipline.
Yeah.
You know that when you are going on the street, you can't throw things anyhow.
Yeah, you will picked up immediately.
Immediately.
Very true.
So some of those things we really need them now. You know, some of those things we need them now. Those actions that will reset our mind. Because right now, our mind we don't go gagas. Nobody is normal in this country again.
All right. Someone earlier said that the normal people in this country are very few, just a handful. All right. Well, I don't know how true that is anyway. I don't know how true that is anyway. But basically, that's as much as we can take for this episode. You need to dress the way you want to be addressed. You can't dress very callously and expect to be respected. All right, it doesn't work that way. And also, you can't dress in a very revealing way and expect not to be molested, whether you are an adult or you're a child. So you can't be arresting or prosecuting the person who molested your child when you expose your child to such dangers. So parents, we need to be careful. Government agencies, we need to also have policies in place where people will have to be conscious about their appearances before they step out of the house or face the wrath of the law. So our senators, you could consider that in part of your policy making for whether it's important or lesser important movements in the house. But basically, that's as much as I can take for now. Please do like, share, drop your comments, and don't forget to subscribe and click on the notification button for similar prompt updates. My name is Valentine Agogo. Thank you.